Welcome back to Golf Xtra. The 2016 Masters is a tournament that stands alone in the long history of the event. Unlike most major tournaments, it's mostly remembered not for the winner, but for the second-place finisher and his epic meltdown that cost him a repeat green jacket. But what's the real story of the 2016 Masters? We'll dive into all the details here on Golf Xtra. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now, let's get right into the untold story of the 2016 Masters. The 2016 Masters tournament, held at the Augusta National Golf Club in Georgia, was an exciting and historic event that captivated golf fans around the world. The tournament began on April 7th and ended on April 10th, and featured some of the world's top golfers competing for the coveted green jacket. The early rounds of the tournament saw several players perform well, including defending champion Jordan Spieth, who had won the previous year's Masters by a record margin of 4 strokes. Fighting a wicked Augusta wind, Spieth posted a bogey-free round of 66, ending the first day 6 strokes under par and 2 strokes ahead of both Danny Lee and Shane Lowry. An especially difficult course caused tough scoring conditions and gave fans even more of a reason to have confidence in Spieth, but Jordan himself wasn't finished yet. We're through one round. There's going to be a lot of different changes. There are going to be a lot of different birdies, bogeys, and everything in between. We know how to win this golf tournament, and we believe in our process. And if the putts are dropping, then hopefully it goes our way. Spieth. In the second round, Spieth started out playing well. He widened his lead to as many as 5 shots, but struggled after Masters officials started timing his group in the later rounds as they were playing too slow. Spieth was trying to wait out the wind gusts, but officials caught on, and Spieth's score suffered. By the time the round ended, he led by only 1 stroke over Rory McIlroy. After the round, Spieth commented on the frustration of the day, saying, "It was very tough to stay cool. You could say, looked like you got emotional out there. I mean, you guys try it. That was a hard golf course." In the third round, Spieth again seesawed, double bogeying the 11th hole before reeling off 3 birdies. Not done yet, he bogeyed 17 and double bogeyed 18. With the second straight round over par, Spieth was down to a score of only 3 under par and a 1-stroke lead over Smiley Kaufman. After the round, Spieth said, "It was a really tough finish to go from holding a 4-shot lead to where all of a sudden now it's anyone's game. So it's tough to swallow that. I understand this is the position I wanted to be in after 54 holes and not think about the finish to today's round." Englishman Danny Willett also remained a surprise contender after shooting a 2 under par in the third round to move into 5th place behind Spieth, but it was still Spieth's tournament to lose. The final round of the tournament, held on Sunday, April 10th, was one of the most dramatic in Masters history. Spieth again came out of the gates hot, as his putts were dropping despite some wild play outside of the green. By the time he made the turn, he held a 5-stroke lead over Willett, who had inched closer and now stood alone in second place. It seemed likely that Willett would have to settle for second place, though, given Spieth's seemingly insurmountable lead. That's where it all went wrong for Spieth. He bogeyed the 10th and 11th holes to drop his lead to only 3 strokes, and suddenly he looked shaky. He approached the dangerous par 3 12th hole, needing to clear Rae's Creek with his tee shot to stay safe. Instead, his shot bounced into the creek. He took a drop and hit that one in the water too. Disaster. He fought his way back to the green and eventually completed the hole, but he walked to the 13th green, now in second place to Willett. To Willett's credit, he took full advantage of the opportunity. He birdied holes 13 and 14 to get to 4 under par, but Spieth also birdied 13, keeping the lead at only 2. Willett opened it up further still, though, with a birdie on the 16th. And there simply wasn't enough time left for Spieth to recover from the drama that had occurred between holes 10 to 12. Willett was the Masters champion, and Spieth was left to wonder what had just happened. Willett's victory was one of the most unexpected in Masters history. The 28-year-old had never won a major championship before and was not considered one of the favorites to win. However, his precise ball striking and clutch putting made him the best player on the course on Sunday, and he became the first Englishman to win the Masters since Nick Faldo in 1996. In his post-round interview, Willett expressed shock at his victory and praised his caddy Jonathan Smart for helping him stay calm and focused throughout the tournament. You dream about these kind of days and things like that, but for them to happen, it's still mind-boggling. We talk about fate, talk about everything else that goes with it. It's just a crazy, crazy week. He also acknowledged that Spieth's meltdown had opened the door for him, while maintaining that it was his steady play that had allowed him to take advantage. I actually heard everyone grunting and moaning or whatever they do to the scoreboard when the scores go up. He obviously had a terrible run, which basically put it right back in anyone's hands. And fortunately enough, I was able to seize the opportunities. I just feel fortunate that I was in the position that I was in to pounce on the opportunity to accomplish it. If I had been 5 over par, then it wouldn't have mattered what Jordan had done. Fortunately, I was in a position where we were in second place, playing quite nicely, and as a result of him doing what he did, we were able to stay at the lead. Spieth, who had been seeking to become the first player since Tiger Woods in 2002 to win back-to-back Masters, was understandably heartbroken. Regarding the disastrous play on the 12th hole, Spieth said, "It was a lack of discipline to hit it over the bunker coming off 2 bogeys, instead of recognizing I was still leading the Masters. It was a really tough 30 minutes for me that hopefully I never experience again." The final nail in the coffin in what was a one-of-a-kind tournament was that Spieth, who had suffered an epic collapse on arguably golf's biggest stage, was still the reigning Masters champion. As such, he was tapped to award Willett with the green jacket and butler cabin following the round. Talk about awkward. Spieth went through with his duties, but looked visibly upset while doing so, even as he congratulated Willett. For Willett's part, he appreciated Spieth's sportsmanship despite the loss, saying, "He's a class act to be able to hold face as he did, obviously hurting like I imagine he would be. It just shows the character of the guy." Looking back, there were some warning signs about Spieth's play leading up to that final round. Take as Exhibit A, Spieth's inconsistent play on both days 2 and 3 of the tournament. Yes, he had built his lead off of an excellent first round, but if he had played the same on day 1 as he did on the subsequent days, there wouldn't have been a lead to lose. Second, media members noted that Spieth seemed much more irritable at the 2016 iteration of the Masters than he had during his 2015 win, struggling with being kept on the clock and with the difficult weather conditions, as well as the pressure of potentially repeating as a champion. The result was a collapse only matched by an infamous few in Masters history, such as Greg Norman's loss in 1996 or Rory McIlroy's stumble at the 2011 event. Willett, meanwhile, was one of the most surprising winners in Masters history, and he did it only about a week after his wife Nicole gave birth to their first child, Zachariah. Prior to the timely birth, he wasn't even sure if he'd be able to play at the event. Talk about fate coming together. The win was a great gift to the new dad and a testament to his mental toughness on the course. In the end, the 2016 Masters will be remembered as a thrilling and historic tournament that saw a surprise winner in Danny Willett and a dramatic final round that kept fans on the edge of their seats. Willett no doubt deserved the victory, but the 2016 Masters will largely be remembered for Jordan Spieth's shots falling into Rae's Creek and a chance at history slipping away. So, what do you think about the story of the 2016 Masters? Do you think this was the worst collapse in golf history? Be sure to leave us a comment with what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest content updates as soon as they drop. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.